Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on not only ESPN 790 here in Memphis, the flagship station for our show for 17 years, but now our good friends in Brownsville on AM 1520 and FM 95.3, and over in Jackson, Tennessee at News Talk 101.5, where they are streaming 24/7. You can go and listen to Outdoors with Larry Ray 24/7 on all of those stations. So Bubba and his wife Amy have snuck out of the studio for this Saturday morning, and we've replaced them with a couple of young whippersnappers that will help us lower our age limit in here a little bit, and look forward to these entrepreneurs joining us here. I was at our church wild game dinner that we had out at Bartlett Hills Baptist Church, and back earlier in March, end of March, and I was able to meet these guys, and they're living the life. They're living a dream that a lot of us at their age was a long way thinking about that. I was already preparing to go into the major leagues as the best right fielder ever invented, but didn't make it. Ended up in radio because I have a radio face. But these guys have a dream. Got a company here, got their own company. We're glad to have them in studio. They got the Bluff City Baits, and that's Logan Simpson and Brandon Lonkar. How you guys doing?
Doing good. How are you?
All right. Have you been on the radio before?
We have not. No, sir.
Okay, this is your first time. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. All those people out there listening to see what in the world you guys do. Let's talk with both of you guys. All right, Logan, how old are you?
16.
Okay. And?
I'm 15.
16 and 15. You guys go to Bartlett High School, right?
Yes, sir.
Same grade or?
I'm a junior.
I'm a sophomore.
I was hoping so. I mean, he's a year older than you. I was just making sure that that you were doing this. So let's talk about Bluff City Baits. Whose idea was this? And maybe talk a little bit, Logan, tell us about how you and Brandon met and how long y'all, what's the dream here?
Well, we started off, we shoot trap for Bartlett.
Okay.
And about mid-season last year, we just started talking one day at practice, and he told me about a crazy idea he has.
Oh, so you're putting it on Brandon over there. He came up with a crazy idea.
Yes, sir.
Well, I was sitting one day looking at some jigs I just bought from a store, and I was looking at them, and I thought, for the money that we paid for this, we could be getting a heck of a lot better product.
Okay.
So I looked into it and kind of figured, hey, why not try and do it myself? And I figured I need a little bit of help, so I asked Logan to help me out.
Now, you and Logan have been friends for a while?
A little bit now.
A little bit.
All right. What's a little bit? 2 months? I mean,
about a year and a half now.
About a year and a half.
This is what really started it.
And both of you love to fish?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so you don't just start your company at 15 and 16 years old. You have to have somebody backing you. I mean, are you on your own on this?
Yes, sir.
It's the money that we make. We put it right back into it.
You put it right back into it.
Yes,
so
sir.
You don't have a big financial backer out there that's loading lots of money into this.
We wish we did.
You would. Well, maybe somebody might come on board on this and everything.
That would be great. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Well, talk about starting this. I mean, how do you start something like this?
Well, started out and we were buying our parts, but
you were making your own jigs.
Right.
Okay.
We were buying the parts and putting them together. I ain't gonna bite you.
Yeah. Yeah. Get right up on that microphone.
And we weren't doing it the most cost-effective way, and we worked on it for a little while, and a little while longer, and we met some new people, made some new contacts, cut our costs a little bit, got more proficient at making them, met some just great people, and that's kind of where we're at the moment.
So how long ago was this?
Probably, it was the beginning of last summer.
Okay.
Around last May.
Last May. Okay. So what was your first reaction? You guys do have relatives. I mean, talk about your family's reaction to what you're doing over there.
Well, they were mainly supportive at first.
At first, okay.
They're still supportive.
Yeah.
But I think they're just as excited for us as we are.
Yeah. Is that right?
I mean, my family's been supportive from the very jump.
Okay. And so you guys, how do you start something like this? You got your own mold? You make your own jig heads?
No, sir, we outsource for the...
That's a good word to learn. There you go. You outsource, okay? Isn't that Frank? That's a good word. Yeah, outsource.
I'm listening.
All right. Okay.
Excuse me. I'll get up to the microphone. I'm listening.
Good. So you outsource and go on. Tell us how you started this. How much, I mean, tell us. Now, there's some people out there wondering how two kids, 15 and 16-year-old young men do this.
A lot of it we have to owe to David Best at primary tackle.
Yes, okay.
When we first started, we went in there and talked to him about what we were trying to do, and he's really been guiding us a lot of the way.
And you could get your baits at primary tackle in Bartlett.
You can buy our jigs at primary tackle.
Okay, and how many jigs do you have? 2, 3? What? How many?
Well, we have 2 or 3 different sizes.
Okay, that's what I mean. Yeah.
And then it's just kind of whatever color comes up.
Okay. And you do that? Do you do your own
Yes, sir.
molding? And you buy the jig heads?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then you do the painting?
No. The guy we buy them from powder coats them for us.
Uh-huh.
We're about to start pouring and powder coating ourselves.
That's
just
good.
To cut costs some more.
Yes.
We assemble the skirts and everything. And right now, we switched over to wire tying them instead of the rubber bands.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
A lot more durable.
We put them together ourselves, and we have colors anywhere from black and blue to PB&J.
Okay.
We've started off with some different glow-in-the-dark ones to go with it, too.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of new with this. And then really just any of your basic colors that you see.
Okay. So I'm assuming you guys love to fish.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bass fish.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what's the biggest bass you ever caught, Logan?
About 8.
That's enough of you. All right, what's the biggest bass you got over there, buddy?
We're probably right under 10.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That's impressive right there. And the name y'all got together and said Bluff City. Which sounds pretty cool name.
Well, we started off with Bartlett Jigs.
Bartlett Jigs. Okay, that sounds like a pear. Bartlett pears.
Well,
okay.
we determined that at some point we'd probably like to expand to something a little bit bigger, and we needed something more generic and not so restricting.
Okay.
So we sat and gave it some good thought and came up with Bluff City Baits, and that's
cool name. Yeah, yes, cool name of that with your location here. Now, you guys grew up here. Are y'all all from? Both of you here?
Yes.
Have you known each other for how long? Did you say? How did you meet each other?
We met each other through trap at Bartlett High School. We probably met, I think it was last winter.
Okay. So you both have the same kind of love for what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
All right. You got a question, Frank?
Yeah, I've got a question. It was just so I listened to you guys talk about why you got started, and you were talking about the other baits that are on the market. So what does your bait do that made you want to make this type of bait? What does it do that's different, and why is it, why did you
Why
do
would
it?
I want to buy it, in other words? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a silly story of 2 high school kids doing it. But, I mean, we've caught fish off of them, and that just kind of brings a little bit more satisfaction to us. And, man...
What do your friends think, or your parents, or what do they think about you doing this?
Well, like we said, they're real supportive about it. Always putting in input, talking to us about it.
You want this to go somewhere? Is this a goal, really?
That's the goal.
It is.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
At this age.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's a tough market, guys. And I'm assuming you realize. So I'm saying that David Best is your friend then.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
To let somebody go in and do that. And you're also, did you say you're on the trap team?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you have a love of the outdoors?
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, do these names, the Bluff City, so you're going to, what's your goals in? Now, tell me what, Logan, tell me what you want this to go to.
Well,
Where do you want this to go to?
We'd like to be able to expand into different kinds of baits right now.
Uh-huh.
And really just kind of make it out of kind of a small town story of how we can, I don't know, kind of break the chain of it being a big franchise. If we can do something ourselves and make a name for ourselves.
Well, you do realize there is competition out there.
Oh, sadly.
Sadly, there's a lot of competition out there, you know. So
what we're trying to sell is the fact that our hands touch each and every one of these. And
that's a good motto. Y'all got a motto? You just said it right there. Our hands touch every one of these.
Right. I mean, before they go in the package, we look at it and we talk to each other. I mean, when we're sitting there making them, for example, we'll put it together. We'll say, you think this looks good enough? And we're like, we give it a good look over before it goes in the package, each and every one of them.
So where's your company located?
Out of his grandparents' house.
Out of who? Your grandparents' house?
Yes, sir.
In Bartlett, or?
Yes, sir. Right by Rivercrest.
Okay, so your place of business in. So right now you're in primary tackle.
Yes, sir.
That's your location now.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if anybody wants to come by,
Exclusive location.
Exclusive location.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
They're exclusive, right?
The
Yeah.
only two places are there in our website at www.bluffcitybaits.com.
there you go. All right, folks, you can go to it, and I don't know if you know David Best, but he is from West Memphis, that area over there. That's where he grew up and now has primary tackle. Wonderful man. Mm-hmm. Well, guys, I wish you great success.
Thank you.
I hope someday when they wheel me in a wheelchair to do this show, that you guys will be up there selling multi baits through this. And so go to David Best, go to Primary Tackle on Stage Road, right across from Sheridan's, and in that area right there. And they'll have you have 4 different. How many you got?
In there, I believe.
How many styles? I mean, what? How many? You got 3? I mean,
right there, we're running a little bit low right now. We got to go back in there and restock.
That's good. Yeah.
After we go back here in the next day or so, we'll have 1/4 ounce, 3/8, ½ ounce, and a couple 3/4 ounce. So
that's good. Well, these guys, Bluff City Baits. That's Logan Simpson and Brandon Lonkar.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you guys coming with us on this Saturday morning to be on Outdoors with Larry Ray. And that website, again, is bluffcitybaits.com, right?
Yes, sir.
Go to that, and we'll have that Guy Trebo. We'll see if we can't hook up that somewhere. Put them on our website also so people can go to that, and then you'll just need to hire help.
Well, thank you.
To help you go along with everything. All right?
Remember, name one after Larry. You'll do well.
Yeah, they will do well. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Frank. All right. I don't know what kind of bait I would, a sinker or what. Now.
Well, you need to be thinking on that.
I'm thinking on that.
Someone
Yeah.
will pick up on that idea.
Oh, they will. Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right. Let's take a break. Be right back. Going to close it out with the good folks at Field and Stream have come up with some new clothing that I want to talk about, especially their new snake boots. Okay. We'll be right back.